So, hi everybody, my name is Kimberly. I'm here with Umar. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm from Balochistan, which is part of Pakistan. Balochistan is the most dangerous place in the world, and second is Mexico. But Balochistan takes the number one place, the most dangerous place in the world.
Wow. So what do you do for work?
I don't do much. I'm from a political family. My family is in politics, and I inherited some property from my father, so I get quite a handsome income from that. So I don't need to do any sort of job or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I do help out people in my town or in my city who come to me and ask me to use my family name to help them out. Like if I need to tell some minister to get someone a job or something like that. So I write a letter or I phone that person and tell him to kindly help this person out. Yeah, something like that. I mean, social work. That's kind of social.
Oh, awesome. And you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun helping people out. Like you don't feel like you wasted your life.
Yeah.
Feel like you did something positive, something constructive. So,
Yeah, for sure. It's good to feel like you're making a difference.
yeah, making a difference.
All right. Well, I guess we'll get right into questions here. The first few are from Robos. Robos. I'm not sure if I said that right. I think there was mentioning of like a rebel group that you're with.
No, there are a lot of rebel groups in my city, but I'm not with the rebel group. We have our own a feud going on since 1984. So
Oh wow.
we've been engaged in a fight like warfare.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not part of any rebel group.
Okay. Um, well, it's good to clear that up because.
Yeah, I know, Kim. I know this person. No, I met him yesterday. I know who asked
okay.
me this question.
And I think you already asked or answered this question before, but he's also asking, are you anti-government? I'm assuming you're not, since your family is political.
Well, it's good to speak out if the government is doing something wrong. I mean, it's good to clear your conscience. I mean, there can be at times government doing something sinister, so you need to speak out. It doesn't mean that you're anti-government. It's just that you're trying to correct them.
Oh yeah, for sure. You gotta stand up for what you believe in.
Yeah.
And the third question was, do you know the future of tribal conflicts in Pakistan? Like, what kind of outcomes do you see in the future?
I don't know. Let me see. There aren't that many in my part of Pakistan. There are tribal conflicts, but there is a global war going on. So we are kind of we got pulled into that like since 9/11. And,
Yeah.
there are groups. There's a like Taliban. Their agenda is to let's see. I don't know how should I put this. Like they're fighting the Afghan government and the foreign troops and foreign countries that are in Afghanistan. They want my government, my country to fight the same people that they are fighting in Afghanistan. They think that so it's a mess. I don't know how this will get cleared, but
Yeah.
the question, Kim, the question was wrong. No, Pakistan is a very big place. There are a lot of communities and ethnicities living. But my part, yeah, that is kind of it's pulled into that global war on terror that Bush called. So
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. The next question is from, or the next few are from Addie. Are the guns you post on the selfies tab all real?
yeah, of course. Why would I post fake guns? There's no point. And no, I didn't post them because I wanted to. One of the guys from Israel and Eddie, I think so. Both of them asked me to post them, so I posted them. Otherwise, I would have.
He's also asking what your favorite one is.
My favorite one is the AK-47. I have 3 magazines connected to the AK-47, so yeah, it's kind of heavy and it really gives. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. I shouldn't be saying this, but it does feel good carrying that gun.
Yeah. Do you ever go hunting?
Kim, I don't know. I'm not much of. I don't like. I don't like hunting animals. Like I don't like hurting animals because thing is that yeah, my relatives do go hunting, like my cousins and everything. But I don't like. I like animals that are alive rather than dead. I like to preserve life, preserve especially wildlife and stuff. I'd rather beat up the hunter who's hunting them rather than hunting the poor animal. No, I'm not that kind of. I do hunt people. How would I put it? It harm the people that are hunting innocent animals rather than doing that to.
Okay, yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm not really a big fan of hunting either, but
Yeah, there is something called necessary hunting. Like you have nothing to. You're in the jungle and need to hunt because you need to stay alive. That's another thing. But
yeah.
just to hurt animals, just to get pleasure, I mean, boost your ego. I don't think I feel that's a very cowardly thing to do.
Oh yeah, for sure. As long as you're using like the full, the full animal and not wasting it. And like hunting for sport, I hate hearing about that. So that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Kim. The thing is, if somebody is doing it, I mean, on his own property or something, it's none of my business. But I wouldn't want to join him. Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
The next question is, why do you like guns so much, and is collecting them like a hobby?
Yeah, well, the thing is that guns. When I was like 13, I think so, or 14, my uncle gave me a gun. He felt that my brothers, my elder step brothers, would want to murder me, so I used to carry that gun. I started carrying that gun like at the age of 14, and I used to play with that gun. I used to have like a bullet in the chamber, and I used to swing and sling it like a cowboy. I'm lucky I didn't end up shooting myself with that gun. Yeah, it was. Now I get the creeps when I think about it. And as I said, my tribe and family are engaged in a warfare or own little war. It's about political control and influence. So because of that, I wouldn't have a gun. To be honest, I wouldn't carry a gun if I didn't need to.
Yeah, for sure. The cultural differences are astounding.
Amazing, amazing.
And it makes sense, like because you have to carry a gun for safety.
Yeah, I was shot. Yeah, I was shot like back in 1994. I was shot. I saw my twin brother get shot right in front of me, and I was so helpless.
Oh my God.
And he blames me. He blames me. Till now, he blames me. He says, "Where did you misplace the gun? If we had the gun, we would have taken out these guys." So I mean, I feel guilty. So now, whenever I'm sleeping, even I make sure all the guns are in the right place. So
Wow.
this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, it's very understandable then. Like I think a lot of people kind of misunderstand that necessity that you have. So the next question is from Nessa, and it's definitely a less serious question. She's asking, what is hanky panky?
Hanky panky. Hanky panky is, I think, a British word for sex. I think.
Oh.
Hanky panky. But the thing is, the story behind hanky panky is that my elder stepbrother, he's like this godfather in my city, and he's a very serious person. So he's been shot like twice. Once he was shot like in 9 bullets. Second time he was shot in the neck.
Oh my
He was
gosh.
shot. Yeah. So he's like the godfather in my city. So when somebody tries to tell him lies or something like that, or tries to deceive him, or tries to fool him, so he says, "Hey, no hanky panky with me," meaning that don't don't think I'm a fool. I understand you're trying to trying to trying to deceive me in a way. So he says, "No hanky panky."
Yeah, that makes way more sense now. The next question is from Raw. Would you rather eat a chunk of a human heart or an entire eyeball?
None. I'd rather eat some fruit than eat any of these two.
Well, but you have to choose.
They both are supposed to be raw, I think so.
Well, you can cook them however you like. The chunk of the human heart is about the size of the eyeball.
I'd eat both of them.
You could eat both? I don't think we've had that answer before.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I've heard some of the podcasts, so I think so. You haven't. Nobody said that.
Yeah. Well, that's very adventurous of you. Would you cook them in any particular way, or would you just eat them?
I don't know. I'd boil it, I guess.
Yeah.
Just put some spice to it or something like that.
That's a good answer. I'll take that. The next viewer from Jace. What's the weirdest thing you've done? Alone.
There's so many things. I haven't. Okay, can I say this? I don't think. I haven't. No, I don't know if I should say this. I shouldn't say this. But once I loaded myself with almost all my guns, and I just roamed around in my town, and I don't know if that counts as weird.
That's definitely interesting.
Yeah, because my guns, all my weapons, they have no papers. Like they're all illegal. But I just don't bother.
Oh,
Because
okay.
that counts.
Is there very strict gun laws in Pakistan?
Yeah, there are. Since the British used to rule here, they, I think so, introduced something called having a license
Right.
for a gun ownership. Like I don't get. I don't feel. I just don't get a kick out of roaming around with the gun that I have the government has authorized to me. I just like to carry it without any papers. If someone asks me, then yeah, I guess that counts in weird, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So if you were to get caught with a gun that didn't have its papers, would they just like take it away, or what goes along with that?
I was once arrested with having a gun that I didn't own myself.
Oh, okay.
But no, I just say my family name. They say, okay, right. The police don't bother.
Oh, okay. So you get kind of like a free pass then.
Yeah. But it's still risky. Police understand that you don't know what you're doing. They'll just take you. But you need to know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The next question is if you could choose between being stoned or having your nails ripped off, what would it be?
I guess my nails ripped off.
Okay.
I've been through torture, so I know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Do you have any hidden talents?
I don't know. No, I don't have that kind. I didn't live that kind of life. I used to like to paint when I was a kid, but um, so different for me that I didn't get an opportunity to develop such kind of passions, I would say.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. It's definitely different over there for sure. Do you think you'll ever have kids?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the future what future is planned for me. But maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. And do you find politics interesting? Or is that more like the rest of your family that's into that?
I don't know. People come to me. They bring their problems to me, and I just don't like disappointing them, or maybe just otherwise. I mean, my dad was like he served like as he served the second. He was the second governor of my province. He served as a food minister and many other official posts he had. He was a tribal chief also, Nawab also. So he served my people, but eventually he he was murdered. So I
Oh
don't know.
my
I don't
god.
owe anything to my people, but still I do try to help them out because my dad did serve them, and he still ended up getting murdered. So I don't know. I don't in a way I don't feel I owe my people anything.
Wow. I'm
But
sorry to
still,
hear
but
that.
still, yeah, Kim. But still, I like to help out.
Yeah. Well, that's good. The next few are from me. There's a certain very unfortunate injury that you've gotten. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Kim, what injury?
Something to do with stitches in a very bad place.
Of course. Yeah. So, yeah, I did. So, yeah, that was back in 1994. It was summer, and these guys came into our house. They had guns, and we fought back, but eventually they overcame us, and then they shot us. They shot my brother and me. So I thought that guy was going to shoot me in the head, but he aimed down. He shot me. Shot me. To this. I don't know. I don't want to use the word that is.
You can use whatever words you like.
Yeah, he shot me on my Johnson.
Okay.
He didn't intend to shoot me on my Johnson, but I ended up getting shot on my Johnson, and bullet scratched my Johnson and went into my left leg, and went from the other side. I was lucky that it didn't hit my bone, so yeah. But
Wow.
yeah, and the thing is, I didn't know that I was shot on my Johnson. I was wondering why is my Johnson in such pain, but when our driver, somebody called. We went out of our house, so people realized that we both had been shot. So when somebody called our driver, he came and took us in our vehicle to the hospital. When the nurse checked out my wound, then I realized that my Johnson scratched. It was bleeding really badly. So, yeah, I think they gave me 5 stitches. But yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
Wow. That's quite the story.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody getting shot on their Johnson. So it's kind of like.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's yeah.
Yeah, it's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter, but yeah, it is kind of. It does kind of makes a person grin.
Yeah. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
I don't know. I don't know. I was not there to see it, but I can guess. I can guess that it's hard to say whether the chicken or the egg, because But I guess the egg came first. Chicken.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that was my answer as well. So that's it for the submitted questions. Delta has a question. He asks who your role model is.
My elder stepbrother, he's dead. I was kind of very inspired by him. He was shot in a gunfight. Um, Back in 1994, we had a big gunfight in our city, and my stepbrothers were involved in that. He got shot, and his knee got infected. Um,
Oh
so
no.
his doctor said we need to amputate you. I think so. That's the word. They needed to cut his foot so that they could, so he would survive. But he refused. He said, "I'd die with honor rather than getting my leg cut off."
Yeah.
So yeah, he is a big inspiration.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
He was a brave guy. He
Yeah.
died at the age of 34, I think so.
Wow. It sounds so intense over there. I can't even imagine what it's like to live there.
It's a hellhole, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially the place that I live in. My sister, my elder stepsister, she called it a hellhole. She said, "Hey Umar, why don't you buy a house in some good locality? Why do you live in this hell?" But the thing is, I grew up here. I know everybody here, so I miss this. I know it's a hellhole, but it's my hellhole. I grew up here.
Yeah. Addie is asking, do you think the Nawaz sheriff is responsible for the terrorism in Pakistan?
Nawaz Sharif. No, no, of course not. He's just, he's a corrupt person, but he has no such. I don't think he has anything to do with it. He's just a fat guy, fat corrupt guy.
Yeah. And then he has another question. Growing up in Pakistan, what are the key skills that you've needed to survive in such a tough environment?
Well, my part, as I said, it's called Baluchistan. It's the most dangerous place in the world. So, skills, I don't know. You need to know how to use a gun, and yeah, you need to not get kidnapped for ransom or get kidnapped by. You need to you, you need to be a very tough guy to survive here and then start living here. I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Lewis has a burning question for you. Uh, does it leak through the stitches that you have?
Of course not. They've cured. I just have a scar there.
Yeah.
Scar in the yeah, and two scars in my leg from place that it was hit and from place that it went out. I just have scars. It's cured long time.
Yeah, that's what I figured. um, Delta is asking if you name your weapons.
No, I just I don't. No, I'm not that kind of a guy. No, I don't do that. I carry them. I carry them because of necessity. Not that I would want to be some bad. I want to be a bad guy or something like that.
Yeah.
No such.
From Cam or Ghost, what's your best pickup line?
No hanky panky. Yeah, I guess that's what comes.
That's fair. Um, Aaron's asking, how easy is it to obtain guns where you live and how?
It's very easy. I mean, my city is uh, wash with illegal weapons and drugs and all sorts of nasty. So you just need to have money. Someone can just get you a rocket launcher if you want.
Oh
Or,
my gosh.
or anti-aircraft gun. You can you can fix it to your Jeep or something. So
Wow.
it's not
That's,
that, it's just need to have the cash for it.
yeah. And I assume they're pretty expensive still, though.
Yeah, they were they had gone cheap like when war wasn't in going on in Afghanistan or in our next door. But when the war started off, so gun prices, because the demand was more for the gun prices, so for demand for the guns went up, so the prices also went up.
Another really important question. From Callie. What do you look for in a wife?
You need to have an understanding with your wife. You need to have mutual respect and understand.
Yeah.
That's what
Do you have a wife already?
I don't. No, I don't.
Okay. Um, Next question is from Robos. Do you only own firearms or do you also have a tank?
I don't have a tank. But there was a tribal chief. Tribal chief here. He used to own a tank, and yeah, he got himself. So can you? It's. I mean, imagine someone in your city roaming around in a tank. So you got
Yeah,
to
that
clean
would
all of
be
it.
from Addie. What is your ambition or dream?
My ambition is to take my dad's revenge, honor him. I know it's kind of weird for people in the West to understand that, take his revenge, inshallah. So, after that, I don't know, I'll see. And yeah, I'd love to get my degrees, but I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to get my degrees. I mean, my educational degrees, I don't know how to put that.
Yeah,
But
that's the right word.
after that, inshallah. But first, I want to take my dad's revenge. Really, my dad was a very peaceful. He was shot like 68 bullets.
Oh my
It all
god.
began back in 1994, 84. On election day, my stepbrother, was voting in election. What happened was that my dad was on another polling station, and my stepbrothers were on a polling station. They spread a rumor that dad got murdered by the opposition party. My dad had locked up all the guns, so some old lady came to my brother and said, "Hey, your father got murdered," and he got very emotional. Just locked the room and just picked up one of the machine guns and sprayed them over. I think so it was a van, mini van or something, which the opponents were sitting. My brother's opponent, he murdered like 14 people. 14 guys, and after that, my dad found out, and he said, "I'm alive. How the hell did you do this?" And it was martial law back then, so the army was ordered to arrest my dad. So, Kim, the thing is, I need to explain why what happened to my dad, to explain so that people know why was he. So
Yeah.
then my dad fled to the Afghan border where the army couldn't arrest him. He stayed there like 3 years, came back. Then after 3 years, he tried to make peace with the other tribesmen, the other chief, but they refused the peace. They wanted blood. They wanted my dad to hand over my brother, and which he could never. How can you hand over son to people who are going to murder him? So he just used to go to the village and come back. And on one day, there was an ambush. There were guys sitting on a hill, and they started firing at my father's convoy. My father just he came out of the vehicle and said, "Hey guys, you guys need to come and fight me down here. Don't be like cowards." He was shot like he got them all on his chest and his face. I still remember his body. It's all bloody. So
Oh my god.
since then we've been fighting. I think I was like 11 or something. I lived an orphan life. So it was very hard.
Yeah. I can't even imagine what that must have been like to go through. Like it's just so people so good in the West they don't realize, and then there's people like you that go through these horrible experiences and they just don't. It's hard to imagine all of that, but it's just so intense and.
Yeah, Kim, the thing is, Dad was shot by machine gun bullets. Like those guns, my stepbrother said that in an interview, he said that Dad took those bullets. If an elephant was shot with that bullet, he wouldn't get up, but Dad took them like 68 of them. Still, um, didn't fall on his back. He fell on his chest. So
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Like that's just such an incredible sad story. And I thank you for sharing that with us.
we went.
Delta has a question. If you could meet a famous person, who would it be?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah. What do you like about Tom Cruise?
He's a genuinely nice person. Like, yeah, he's done those interviews where he's gone berserk and jumping on the couch and stuff like that. But he still is nice. Still, he makes amazing movies. Like his doesn't let down. I mean, he's really good producer and an actor. He gives me like his 100% to character. His stuff.
Yeah. And that's Delta's next question. Do you have any favorite movies? And why do you like them?
Yeah, I recently watched a movie called The Accountant. It was Ben Affleck was in it. I could relate to his character in it.
Oh yeah.
It was my recent favorite movie. There are so many my favorite movies. Yeah, there was another recently I'd watched, not recently, but back in 2014, some movie called The Equalizer, Denzel Washington. That was the actor called Denzel Washington.
Oh yeah. But what was the movie called?
The Equalizer. It was a TV series in the 80s. Now they feature.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Denzel Washington is really good.
Yeah, he's.
Robos has another question. He's asking if you've ever been abroad.
No, never. My mom has been abroad, but I haven't been anywhere except to Afghanistan. That's a worse hellhole than this. I don't disrespectfully mean. I mean, I live here. This place is in my blood.
Yeah.
My land, but I mean, it is actually literally in a way a hellhole because almost all kind of torrent and total breakdown of all laws.
Okay.
Yeah, so but yeah, I've just been to Afghanistan. That's it. Not been to a foreign country.
Okay. Yeah. There's another question. Do you listen to much music, and what kinds do you like, if so?
Yeah, I listen to a lot of music, to Western music and to Western English music, to Arabic music. I do at times enjoy Arabic music. To called Bollywood. I don't know you guys.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, Bollywood. I did listen to that also. A lot of. I grew up listening to Bollywood. I picked up a habit of listening to English songs. Mom, she used to English.
That's awesome. Bollywood is just like so vibrant and like intense. It's really cool.
Yeah, Indian culture is very, very into music because they have something called Gita. Gita means a song. Their holy book.
Okay. Um, Addie is asking, do you watch or play cricket? Who's your favorite Pakistani cricketer? I guess that's like a big thing in Pakistan.
Yeah, cricket was brought by British when they ruled this part of the world. No, I'm not very fond of cricket, but when growing up, I used to watch a lot of cricket. And Yeah, Eddie, the thing is that, see, I don't know if you know Imran Khan. Imran Khan is ex-cricketer. Eddie, do you know Imran Khan? Yeah, Imran Khan. Imran Khan is my step cousin, Eddie. He's my step cousin. His mom and my stepmom are real sisters. He's my cousin, and he may be the next prime minister of Pakistan. So, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Question. What makes you happy?
Helping out people, solving problems, especially in my town. When someone asks me to help him out, I feel honored in a way. This person regards me worth coming to and discussing problems with.
Aw. Who's your favorite person in the server?
There's so many. I don't know. Yeah. Rakib. Rakib is one of my favorite person.
Aw.
Yeah. And
Ra will be so happy to hear.
yeah, Rakib. Eleanor. I've known her for like 3 years now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 3. Eleanor and Umar Johnson. I don't know your name, so your ID is right now Umar Johnson. So
That's Shaw.
no, there are 2 Umar Johnsons.
Oh jeez.
One is Shaw and the other one is in green.
Oh, Delta.
Yeah, Delta. Delta is friendly towards me. So yeah.
Aw.
And, Jess said that I'm her favorite Pakistani. That's kind of nice to hear.
Yeah.
Eddie, you cursed me the second time I came into chat. You cursed me. I was really disappointed. You cursed me just because I'm Pakistani. You cursed me. I don't know what came over you. You cursed me, but okay. Anyway, I don't know what to say.
Addie really wants you to answer Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan from Bollywood. I probably butchered those names, but
Shah Rukh Khan, 3 of the Khans, Eddie. My mom likes 3 of the Khans. She often asks me to download one of the Khan's movies, like Amir Khan, Salman Khan, or Shah Rukh Khan, and then I turn it on for her on 40-inch Samsung TV I have here. So I turn it on and she gets very pleased. So, but yeah.
That's really nice of you. Delta is asking, who are the top 3 hottest guys on the server?
Just guys. I'm not gay, so I'm not going to answer
that. That's fair. Coca-Cola or Sprite?
I haven't had Sprite or Coca-Cola I haven't had it since 1996 or 7. No, I think 98. I stopped having cold drinks. I don't know. I have an allergy, so I don't try any of it. I'd rather have clean water.
Oh yeah.
Besides, they have so much sugar in it that.
Yeah, they're really not that healthy for you.
Yeah, they have good taste, but it's not a healthy thing.
Delta is asking, would you like to be famous, and in what way?
I am famous in my own way. Like my family name is like everybody knows me. One of my eldest step brothers was recently the chief minister of Balochistan. He was one of the 6 most important people in Pakistan. So,
wow.
But I still like to be humble. And my father was a Nawab. Nawab means a princely person. Like Nawab is an Indian word for prince. So, and he was the 2nd governor of Balochistan. I have fame but I still like to be humble. I don't know.
Yeah. It's good to have that mentality too. From Delta, if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
I'd like to have. I would have liked to complete my formal education. Because
Oh
when I
yeah.
got shot, I had to abandon all that.
Okay.
I miss not going to college or university. That kind of. I wish I had that.
Yeah, for sure. Um, Aaron's asking if you've ever thought about going into politics yourself.
I am right now in politics, into politics. Like, um, my townspeople expect me to contest an election. Hopefully, I'll go. I'll contest an election and run for office, inshallah, one day. But right now, don't want to be. I don't want to. I just don't going and contest. I don't feel like contesting election right now. But maybe in the future, inshallah, maybe I do, because my people do. My townspeople expect me to.
Yeah. Um, Adi is asking, do you think Kashmir should be Pakistan's?
I don't know. The Kashmiri people should decide whether they should be or theirs. I think they should first, because they live there. I live very far away from Kashmir. They
Okay.
should. uh, yeah, Deltis. He asked me, "What do you value in most? Would you what do you value most in friendship? Honesty."
That's good. It's definitely like a pillar
Yeah.
to friendship for sure. Jordan is asking what kind of ammo does the assault rifle take? It's a little bit above.
There's it says the bullet says OL 211. That's what the bullet on the AK-47 bullet. That's what's written. I don't know. It's something to do with the range of the bullet, something like that. So
Okay. Um, Adi is asking if you were not Pakistani, where would you like to be from?
yeah, I don't know. Uh, I wouldn't be Pakistani. Many times people have said that I should be an American. Yeah, many times. Some people recently, I think 2-3 days ago, somebody in the chat said that Umar should be. You should be an American. So I get. I guess so. I don't know, but wait. Kim, tell me the question again.
um, so basically, like, if you could choose a country to be born in and from, like you could re-choose your nationality and everything. That's basically what he's asking.
I don't know. I'm just. I haven't given it a thought, but at times people say you. At times people take me for an American, I guess. But yeah. But I'm happy. I'm not happy, but I'm just contented with where I'm born, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. Delta is asking, is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time, and why haven't you done it?
If
I th-
there's something that you've dreamt of doing for a long while.
yeah, I think you were saying like an education, right?
Um, Deltas, I'm not understanding your question.
So he was basically asking like what your dreams were, and
My
then
dreams, yeah,
you had
my
said
dreams,
earlier,
yeah, my
earlier
dreams,
like to get an education.
yeah, education and having a nice college life and going to university and having the college parties and stuff. I've heard that those are very fun things to do. I wish I wanted that, but I guess I didn't end up having that life.
Yeah. Is there, do you know what kind of degree you would like to get?
Degree, just normal. I mean, just to have that college life. That would be very nice. Like going to college and listening to lectures and uh, meeting chicks in the college and stuff like that. It would be so much fun. But I missed all that. I didn't get normal teenage life.
Yeah. Um, Delta has another question. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told somebody?
I've regretted not having told some. So, that's very personal. I'm not going to say that.
That's fair.
But I do imagine dying alone, alone. Like 4 or 5 years ago, I'd had a dream. Like I was sitting in my room. It was morning time. Like the sun had not come out. It was like dawn. I think so. Word for it is dawn. And I was sitting alone, and there was this cup lying in front of me, and it had some poison in it. I think poison in it or something
Oh,
dangerous. And I just was watching that cup, and I just decided, hey, what the heck? And I drank it, and as I drank it, I just died. I just woke up out of the nightmare. So I
wow.
do at times imagine myself dying all alone.
Yeah. That's an intense dream. Like,
Yeah.
what's your, oh my gosh, Delta, I was just about to ask this. What's your most treasured memory?
Yeah, most treasure meeting my elder stepbrother that got shot and died. Meeting him,
Aw,
because my mom feared my stepbrothers. She thought my stepbrothers would murder me and my twin brother because we were minors, and they would harm us or something like that. So my mom basically kept us away from my stepbrothers, elder stepbrother. So, and she used to always say that just don't go near them; they'll murder you or something like that. So
wow.
when I met him in real life, I was so pleased, and I at that moment meeting him, hugging him, and since he's passed away, he died getting shot. So
Yeah, holy. Um, he's also asking, do you have any pets?
yeah, we had two dogs, like when I was a teenager, but they vanished. They once went out of the house, then they came back. Now I have stray cats in my house. They often
Aw,
come into the kitchen in the room, and I feed them. I make my servant get some leftover meat for them.
oh yeah. That's nice of you.
Yeah, I like helping stray cats, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I said servant. I have a driver and a cook.
oh wow. What's your favorite food?
I like to have fish, vegetables, um, fruits, vegetables and fruits. Um,
Oh
I
yeah.
like to drink non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, do you know if it tastes the same or is it just like, um, Like
Kim, what
non-alcoholic
was?
beer versus regular beer? Does it taste pretty
Yeah,
much the same?
it just doesn't get you drunk, I guess.
Okay.
But the smell is almost the same, except that in the alcoholic one they have some alcohol in it, so the smell changes slightly.
Okay. Cool. Did you have names for your dogs?
Yeah, my mom had named them. They were kind of weird names, but she used to call them one of the one of the dogs was, they were both male. One was Chondu, second one was Katangdu, something like that. My mom used to call them, so we started calling them. So yeah,
Okay. Is it the correct spelling that Delta put in there?
I guess so.
Is it the
It's
same?
difficult to it's difficult to pronounce. That's what my mom used to call.
Jordan is asking
No,
if you smoke weed.
yeah, I used to get stoned back in 1993, 92, but I stopped being stoned or drunk since I haven't been stoned or drunk since 1994. After I got shot, I stopped all kinds of drugs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's probably a good time to stop.
Yeah, I like to be responsible now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a twin brother. He was shot very badly, and he had like 4 operations. He was shot in his gut. Bullet came out of his hip, and
Oh my gosh.
like he had a colostomy. Uh, they initially operated him, lost his back. Been through like 4 operations now. Last operation, we thought we had lost him. We thought, but that's it, because the doctor said he may die in the operation. So I was like, I just totally lost him.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
have a
gosh.
twin brother. Yeah, he's been through hell. He, at times when he gets really upset, he blames me for what happened to him. There isn't much I can do. I can to to the past and change what happened.
Yeah. And that's a pretty heavy burden to carry.
Yeah, and yeah, and especially being an orphan, you can't tell, like, you have a dad, and I mean, he's like a shadow over you, but you're totally an orphan. Uh, my stepbrothers, they were engaged in a tribal war. They had to look out for themselves, and my mom, she uh, she had an attitude, different attitude towards us. So,
Oh yeah. Well, thank you very much for sharing your stories, and it did go pretty deep there for a bit, but I think this is definitely like a very good podcast that everybody enjoyed quite a bit. Um, they were all really excited to have you on here, so thank you for being here.
yeah, thank you for having me, Kim. And
Yeah.
Kim, can I ask you, who's that person? Uh, Erin. I can't pronounce her name.
Oh, Erin? Yeah,
Yeah, Erin.
she's a
Erin.
curator.
Thank you, Erin. Um, thank you, guys. It was interesting.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you,
Bye.
Kim, for having me. Bye.